Combien de temps avant que ça pète, la diarrhée est imminente. Combien de temps à nous retenir à coups de loin intimidante. Je te la jouerai pas chanson pseudo-militante. De toute façon ça va péter, ça n'est qu'une question de temps. Rien de grandiose en 3 ans, un coup de boule de zizou. Sarkozy président a couru et fait des bisous. Distribué en Afrique, ses conseils avisés. Des phrases bien déguisées et notre passé est subtilisé. Ridiculisé, il faut encore se civiliser. Dire aux paysans d'accepter de se motoriser. Faites comme nous, vous vous ferez martyriser. Il faudrait être comme nous pour qu'on puisse nous harmoniser. C'est la politique d'apprendre ou à laisser. Il est temps pour nous d'apprendre à lire et à viser. Les préfets font du chiffre et remplissent les charters. Tu meurs dans un incendie où on te frappera par terre. Briseur de feu aux poudres, Sarko fait sa course. Quand l'Occident s'étouffe, c'est l'Afrique qui touffe. Quand le sang coule au Darfour, c'est la Chine qui touche du bif aux Jeux Olympiques qui gagnera la course. Quand le peuple va se lever, y'aura plus rien à faire. Quand y'aura pas de politique, ni de religion derrière, y'aura que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres. Quand le peuple va se lever, y'aura plus rien à faire. Quand y'aura pas de politique, ni de religion derrière, y'aura que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres. Les embrouilles à la maison vont avec les galères de thunes. C'est vrai que ça fait un bail que je n'ai pas fait de tube. Et ça je le regrette, j'aurais dû faire des études. Laisser l'art de la rue pour apprendre l'art de la ruse. Être avocat ou journaliste afin de mieux combattre votre égoïsme, votre intelligence froide et vos paroles sûres, écœurées par l'écume de vos commissures. Là où se cachent vos mensonges et votre petit test. Dans nos petitesses, on est plein de petites têtes qui ne pensent qu'à ce test. Mais un jour peut-être, oui un jour peut-être que l'on chuchotera, que l'on réfléchira et qu'on la préparera. Tu vois de quoi je parle, tu vois de quoi je rêve. Quand après le cauchemar on changera les règles, on changera les cycles, on changera les siècles. Quand le peuple va se lever, y'aura plus rien à faire. Quand y'aura pas de politique, ni de religion derrière, y'aura que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres. Quand le peuple va se lever, y'aura plus rien à faire. Quand y'aura pas de politique, ni de religion derrière, y'aura que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres. Ma chanson est tellement simple, tellement naïve. Je ne suis qu'un saltabanque et ma révolte est facile. Cette chanson je la vends, pourtant c'est pas le motif. Le monde ne tourne pas rond et je suis du genre émotif. Mais c'est le micro et la musique où je prends l'automatique. Je vise bien entre les yeux d'un fils de pute déjà pris. Je viens de saboter le titre, ce ne sera pas un single. Pourtant c'est mon seul outil, la musique en coup de gueule. Ceux d'en haut serrent les crocs et les carottes redoublent. Frérot, on serre les fesses, on serre les rangs, on serre les coudes. C'est marrant comment on se retrouve, les requins ont nagé le crawl. Fini l'époque des nouveaux riches, la crise a fait de nouveaux pauvres. Quand le peuple va se lever, y'aura que des pauvres, 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 des pauvres. Tous se laisser sur le carreau. Quand le peuple va se lever, y'aura plus rien à faire. Quand y'aura pas de politique, ni de religion derrière, y'aura que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres. Quand le peuple va se lever, y'aura plus rien à faire. Quand y'aura pas de politique, ni de religion derrière, y'aura que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres, rien que des pauvres. This is Astro. Je suis pas communiste, je suis pas islamiste. Je suis juste lucide. Dédicace à MP là.
No longer have quick revive because I've watched this trailer throughout and there has not been any mention about quick revive or anything, so that is really interesting. What are those power boxes for? Is that one way to activate the afterlife or what? It could be that you die 9 times and the last time that you die, that's it. It's game over. It might just kick you from the game. It might just be game over completely until a next round or something. Maybe that's what those symbols meant in the previous pictures. Maybe that is how many times you can go into the afterlife and it's not reliant on a max ammo or anything, so it won't regenerate until maybe a new round or something like that.
We did something new for the first time. We have actually contextual music that goes off. That's a first for zombies. And it's all based around this horror thriller aspect.
so now this is very interesting as you go to a different area and a different sort of music plays. It could mean that when you're in a different area, it just gets louder and louder and louder, or you're about to find a hint and it actually gives you the music as a hint to tell you, holy shit, you're near it, and it's right in front of your face. Maybe it'll help us in that sort of way to find the Easter egg out.
Because we wanted to embrace this kind of horror thriller element, we wanted character actors, guys who could really embody someone and then convey emotion. So that's why we went for guys like Ray Liotta, getting in that kind of guy. You know, we wanted the frantic nature. So he plays a character called Billy Handsome, who's this kind of psychopath who would be employed by the mob to kill people in interesting ways. Chaz Palminteri, he plays a guy called Sal DeLuca, an old mob boss. Michael Madsen playing Finn O'Leary. He's kind of worked himself from the floor, you know, from the streets. He's got his hands dirty in the blood and the guts a couple of times. And then we had Joe Pantoliano, and he plays Arthur Arlington, who's nicknamed the Weasel.
Those guys, they bring a quality and a subtlety and timing that you can't really identify or try to recreate.
Bring it on, dirtbags!
You start off in the afterlife mode, and that's just going to be, you know, what's going on. You're going to try to solve the mystery from the second you start. Afterlife to me brings a new element, like a new puzzle element. Forces me to think a little bit more, or look for the clues, or kind of think of zombies on slightly deeper level. You see clues throughout the map that tell you, ooh, perhaps if I'm in the afterlife, I can interact with this object, or there's some puzzle going on here that I need to be in the afterlife.
Back east, I whacked a dirty dentist with one of these. Took forever, too.
Okay, so this is pretty interesting. If you've noticed on that wall that you can see in the right-hand side of the screen, it says powers found on the lower ground. That could mean either that the power switch to switch on the power has come back and you need to do that while you're in the afterlife form, or it means that there's all those power things, power boxes, that you have to hit when you're in the afterlife form so that it powers everything up. For example, those blades in the background might only be powered by going into the afterlife and firing the electricity at those power boxes.
Alcatraz has a Civil War kind of fort background before it turned into a penitentiary. And so we had this kind of backstory, the idea that the warden would have collected Civil War weaponry. And one of them is a blundergat. It's a fictional weapon, but the idea of the combination between a blunderbuss and a Gatling gun. And possibly, there might be a way of upgrading it to a more fantastical weapon that the players may find.
We all gotta go sometimes. You just
We have a new wonder weapon, guys. A brand new wonder weapon. It's part blunderbuss, part Gatling gun. It looks sick. But personally, I think it's going to be an ammo waster. I mean, if you saw in the footage that I just showed, it just sprayed the 3 bullets that it actually had at the enemies, and I don't think it's going to be that great of a weapon. From the footage taken, it looked as though it had some sort of pheromone in it which attracted the zombies, so it's kind of like how the monkey bombs work in that respect, where it just gathers all the zombies up and then you can kill them that way. Well, it explodes. So, in my opinion, it could be used as a getaway strategy where you fire the weapon at a wall or a group of zombies, they all gather, and you can just leg it out of there.
went now.
There's one main zombie, one big zombie that's going to come through and wreak havoc on your life. He'll lock down the perk machine, he'll close down the box, so you have to pay to get that open again. So you don't want him to interfere with your process.
Now's a good time to pick a fight.
It's a fun challenge. It keeps things moving forward.
It looks like this guy is going to be a pain in the ass. I'm not talking George Romero pain in the ass. I'm talking about this massive tank running at you, as you can see there. And what makes it worse is it looks as though he stops the perks. Maybe he freezes them. What's that in his hand? It looks like he could have frozen them and then sets them on fire for no reason whatsoever. Maybe you go in the afterlife and that's how you cure whatever he's done to that perk. Also, one thing to point out, the guy said that it keeps things moving forward. Now, I don't think this is a boss round. I don't think it's something like the dog rounds that we've seen in previous games or the crawler rounds that we've seen in Die Rise, for example. I believe that this guy comes, say like if you're going to do the Easter egg, you leave a crawler. That's the main objective to do. Everybody leaves a crawler and then you can go about it while someone guards the crawler. Well, in this case, I think the guy can spawn whenever. So in the middle of a round, he could spawn. So it's kind of like the spacesuit zombie in that respect, where he just spawns behind you and he just tries to kill the crap out of you.
In terms of perks, we have a new perk called Electric Cherry. When you reload, it gives a shocker round, which scales over time.
I was asking for it, greaseball.
We have a brand new perk, guys. It looks as though it's going to be one of those perks that you don't really use, but it could be cool to have. Maybe it's one of the perks that you've got to use to power up the perk machines. Maybe, maybe not. But in the top left-hand corner of the screen, you can see that that is in fact a key, and it is probably the Warden's key. Also, I'd like to point out that in the right-hand side of the screen, it says docks that points in that general direction, which means that this map has got docks, so it could be a really big map.
There is so much to experience in this map. Every time I play it, there's a new tactic to take, a new experience, a new objective to go for. But there's also this layer of things that we aren't exactly exposing to the players right off the bat and will need to be discovered.
Don't let me go. Is it the calling? We hear.
Okay, you guys thought I'd forgotten about it, but what the hell is that? My first initial impression was that it was Fluffy. You know, Samantha's dog from right at the very beginning? Man, it could involve the Easter egg. I have no idea. It could be one of those things where, like, it gives you more power to use the afterlife, maybe, after it kills so many zombies. Maybe you got to lead the zombies into its mouth and kill it. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's an actual dog in the afterlife form. There's another quick thing I want to point out, guys. Could this be the start room? It seems like you start in the afterlife, and whoever that is in the corner, that's your character that you're supposed to be. So it's randomized, just like it is normally, where you could be Nikolai, Dempsey, Takio, and Richtofen.
We've got the undead in there, we've got these historical elements, and these fantastic actors all seem to be with peace with each other in this kind of same world. So it's magical, and our team is incredibly excited by it.
Is it the calling? We hear.
I can't wait until this map, guys. I'm going to be live streaming it, and I hope to see you there. I shall see you when it's out. Peace out.